14th of February 2018, 17 people killed by 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, making it one of the deadliest school attacks, surpassing the famous Columbine attack. According to BBC journalist Anthony Zerka, US President Donald Trump has an allegiance to the National Rifle Association and has in fact funded them in the past. He therefore seemed hesitant to comment on the attack, whereas during Obama's presidency, he was adamant about change. Obviously this is a tragedy, but we aim to ask, is America truly that bad? It was reported that for the first time in decades, London has in fact seen more crime overall than New York. Guns may be illegal in the UK, but that doesn't mean it's any better. I spoke to a group of Luton sixth form students about how they will feel if a similar shooting happened in the UK, as well as their views on the ongoing political climate in America, seeming as the Florida shooting has caused the biggest student uproar. So first of all, how would you feel if you were in that situation?
I'd feel scared and I'd feel really annoyed as well because there's so many different factors that accounts to a school shooting actually even happening.
I'd be scared out of my mind. I don't know what I would do. I'd want to help people.
What are your views on Trump and how do you think he's handled this?
To be honest, I don't like him. He should really try and stop gun culture in America.
Without me swearing, he is completely selfish and he hasn't thought of the people, what we're going through. And for him to say he's making the gun laws worse by trying to give teachers guns as well, because most of those teachers could be racist as well. And if any black kid decided to walk in the class and even backchat the teacher, pow, that would scare me so much for my family that lives in the US as well.
If guns were legal in the UK, do you think things would have been handled differently?
No, because personally I think guns are the problem.
I'm not too sure because government is corrupt here as well, so I can't really say. I mean, they do look after us in terms of what is happening with terrorists. The security here is amazing. You know, they're kind of racist, like they've got problems or they have mental health issues, and that's because it's a white kid.
I know, yeah. Racial
profiling. Whereas if it was a black kid or an Asian kid, the Asian kid would be a terrorist and the black kid would be a gangster.
Do you think Obama would have done like a better job of trying to prevent it?
Possibly. There's a lot of things that Obama tried to hide from everyone in America, so...
are you aware that there's now been 17 school shootings since January 1st?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's disgusting. We all have to make a change in this world. We all have to be looking out for each other kind of thing.
Later on in the show, we'll be talking to student Samuel. So, whereabouts in America are you from originally?
I grew up in Arizona.
So, you've been through the US school system?
I have.
What is your stance on gun control in the US?
I don't really know what to say because it's been something that's always been there for a very long time. People have always had guns in America.